Hello and welcome to the 4th edition of Kalika Answers Questions, and also happy Rex Manning Day, assuming this goes up today. Okay, I just moved, so this is my new place. It's one of the floors. It's very, very exciting. So hello and welcome to my new place. And this is Hero. Okay, I'm gonna jump right in. Joe Pearson asks, if you had to have someone compose a score to your life, who would it be and why? And who would be your celebrity narrator? I had to really think about this, and it occurred to me that I don't really know a whole lot of score writers. So I kind of decided that I would like Jack Black's character from The Holiday to do my score, because he was always lots of fun, and the score that he made for the little old man was amazing. So I would actually like that one if I could have. Well, I would like something a little creepier maybe than what was my 90s goth look today, because that's what I felt like doing. And my celebrity narrator, I was gonna go with Billy Zane because he's got this delicious, amazing voice, and then I thought, you know what? Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell, amazing voice, and he's even doing a lot of voice acting right now, so I think that he should be my narrator. Also asks my favorite breast shape on a woman. You know what? Any. I like women's breasts. I like men's breasts. I like breasts. I like breasts in pretty much any shape that goes with the body. That's kind of it. Give me some breasts. That's all I'm asking for. What was the oddest experience you've had in the last year? This one actually took a lot of thinking, and I was really tempted to just say every damn day. There's been a lot of strangeness this past year. Just from breaking up with my boyfriend and moving and living with my boyfriend before I moved, my ex-boyfriend before I moved, which is not even the first time I've done that, so I guess it wasn't that strange. But for me, it was definitely being single in Chicago is weird. I've never been single in such a big city, but I've also never been single at this age, and I've never, just never really experienced the things I experienced this year. So it's been very interesting. You can hear my laundry, which reminds me, I have a washer and dryer in Chicago. Unbelievable. I'm very excited about it. Well, I don't have it. My roommates and I have it. I share this place with 2 other roommates, wonderful people. Okay. And then we go to Subtract, DJ Subtract. He asked, do you have a favorite bikini? And I said, I'd have to go with, I've got this red bandeau bikini that I really want to use for like a slave princess Jasmine. So that's kind of my goal in the end. But I also have this really great green bikini that I once wore for like a Phoenix jean gray on the beach thing, which I love. Yeah, and that one's by Vicks Bikinis, Vicks swimwear. It's a really cool company. Their stuff is a very kind of cutting edge, cool, sexy, without being just sexy. They're very well built. So yeah, if you ever get the chance, check them out. If you could have your very own harem of 6 men or women, completely in love with you, which 6 people do you know in real life or fiction would you want in your harem? I was going to look this up, and then I actually got really distracted by the cat. So I did not finish it, but I did the first part in real life. Billy Zane, Luna Varela, Jensen Ackles, Patricia Velasquez, and Francois Arnaud. I kind of love them all. They're all super sexy, and heck, they could just mess around without me, and I would watch that shit because it would be adorable and really hot. So I'm into that. But in fictional, I started with Xander Harris and Cesare Borgia, which is actually just Francois Arnaud anyway, which is hilarious. But I don't know. I'm thinking definitely. Probably Mal Reynolds, definitely like him, and yeah, I don't know, there's lots of very, very gorgeous, very interesting characters throughout sci-fi comics, everything that I would definitely be into having in my harem. Ooh, Aphrodite 9. Definitely Aphrodite 9. Yeah, I definitely want to do that costume one day. Alright. Cutting that one off. Smith Jason asks, would you or have you ever go to a nude or topless beach? Absolutely. No, I haven't actually done so because when I moved to Florida, I was like 11, so you know, that's not cool. But once I became of age, most of the topless and nude beaches on the Gulf Coast have been closed. They have been turned into regular family beaches, so that's not allowed, which I think is bull, but that's me. And no, I haven't actually been to the other coast or anything to go to a topless or nude beach, but I would definitely do so. Although, on the other hand, I do like a good bikini line. I actually like a tan line. I think it's pretty hot. I've done both because I worked for a tanning salon for a little while when I was here in Chicago, so I have done the full body no lines, and I've done the tanning lines, and I prefer the lines. I think they're hot. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. He also asks, do you like wearing dresses? I do. I don't wear them very often. I'm very self-conscious about my thighs, but that's my reasoning, I guess. I don't always find them to be very comfortable, but if it's like a sexy, cool dress, then I feel amazing in it, and I definitely want to wear it. I just don't own very many like that, because I find that living here in Chicago, I get cold really easily, and like only 2 months out of the year is it even reasonable for me to be wearing a dress, especially if I'm going to be writing like the CTA or something, because getting on the CTA in a dress is kind of gross. You never know what you're going to sit in, so that's a maybe. That's a kind of. He also asked, do you have any special talents? I guess. I mean, I never really thought about any of my stuff as talents. Many things I learned, or I taught myself, or I was forced to learn. The lighting on this is like really, sorry. Yeah. So many things I actually learned or something. So, I don't consider them talents so much as learned abilities. But I did learn when I was younger that I actually am. I'm not a terrible singer. Please don't ask me for a video because I almost will definitely not do it. I haven't had any like actual structured singing in my life since high school. I was in chorus, which I absolutely adored, but I don't really do a whole lot of singing outside of that. It's, I mean, you know, other than my shower, I'll sing around the house, and sometimes I sing with music, which I was recently informed normally my roommate hates. So, I probably won't do it very often, though she said she likes it when I do it. Now I'm very self-conscious about it, so that's me. Yeah, anyway. So I guess singing, and I'm also pretty damned good at alphabetizing, but that's just because I really like it. It's normal, right? Okay, have you or would you ever do casual things around your house, like chores, watch TV, play video games, in the nude? Now that I have 2 roommates, the one, she and I were always rarely wearing clothes anyway, but our new roommate, I don't want to make him uncomfortable, so I probably won't be doing that very often, though they do work during the day and I don't always do that. But yes, I have many times. One of my current roommates actually calls me her pantsless princess, because that was the first thing I did when I got home to our old apartment. I would just strip down my pants and move on. So, yes, absolutely. I'm not a big fan of being clothed all the time, which really proves that I should probably go back to Florida, right? Okay. We are moving on to, are you working or do you plan on doing any projects outside of GG? Actually, yes. Well, outside of Geek Goddess. Yes, I want to work with some new photographers, and the idea is to kind of maybe put together some of our own shoots, something that we know we aren't going to be submitting to Geek Goddess, but so we don't have to worry about like specific numbers of anything. We can just work together. and I'm not sure when and if that'll happen, but if so, if we get something good, if we get something that really works for us, I think, my green hair. I think that we might be interested in possibly giving it out for a very low donation, just to help her with her costs, because I mean, most of my stuff I'm going to have anyway, or the costumes I already do have. But I mean, you know, she's got the expensive camera and the schooling and years of experience. So, yeah. Or if it's the other guy. Anyway, one way or another, I would probably hope to get at least a few donations, but I would definitely be willing to share them. And you know, I'm open to requests. Like, I don't always have a good photographer available, but I do have basic things available, so I can do very like minor sets. So if anybody wants to go ahead and either talk to me on geekiness, or if you follow me on Twitter or Tumblr or even Instagram now, go ahead and contact me, or on my Facebook fan page. Go ahead and contact me and let me know what you're interested in, and we can discuss it, because I'm pretty open. And I mean, even if we don't agree on anything, I'd like to know what you'd like to see. So, you know, please do so. Okay. Asks, are you going to New York Comic Con this year? No, I'm not. I couldn't afford to move, let alone going to another con. I did decide to go to C2E2 this year. One of my friends actually bought me a ticket for my birthday, because my birthday is the end of this month. I'm so excited. I'm turning 29 this year, so, and it's also, I just learned that will most likely, not guaranteed, be the C2E2 weekend will be the debut of my next set, which means that will be my 1 year anniversary, because last year my first set went live on C2E2 weekend. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. April's always really interesting for me, just because of my birthday, but also because other things show up too, like you got us. So, yeah, wish me a happy birthday. Okay. Would you or have you ever done a burlesque show? I haven't, but I definitely would. I consider doing so. There are a few burlesque troupes here in Chicago. The problem is that I just don't have the time usually. I'm either, you know, making jewelry or putting together a costume or doing this or doing a photo shoot, or I plan to actually spend time with specific friends. I'm typically busy, and that's not even counting the fact that I had 3 jobs, got a 3rd job, and then decided that I couldn't do it anymore. So, yeah, I'm pretty busy, so I probably don't have time to practice and to go down there and to do all that stuff and put together more costumes for it. I'm just pretty short on time in that way. And Joe Pearson asks, if someone asked you to fill in for a stripper for one night, would you do it? Why or why not? I say no. No, I would not, because I would not want to actually, first of all, take a stripper's stage, because there's really no way you can fill in. Typically the girls, like, if a girl can't show up, then one of the other girls does. So I would just be taking it away from her. I mean, that would be like somebody trying to show up for my shift at work, even though they don't work my job. And also because I wouldn't have a routine, I wouldn't know a routine, like any basic idea of what the strip club expects of you, what you're allowed to do, what you're not, because each one's different. I probably wouldn't have the outfit for it, and I definitely don't have the muscles required for that. I know that those girls actually keep in really good shape, not because they have to be hot, but because they are constantly doing crazy shit all over stage, which I respect, because, you know, they're going to be hot anyway. But yeah, they're like, you know, climbing poles and then doing that, like that getting down and bouncing thing. I can't do it. I don't even think my knees could handle it. So yeah, I definitely don't have the muscles for that, and it would probably be dangerous, and they just have to call the ambulance. So okay, so that is actually it, surprisingly. I thought I had more. Maybe I do. If I do, I'm really, really sorry. I just got internet, so I hopped right onto this and decided to do this. So, thank you very much, and remember to say happy birthday and enjoy your Rex Manning Day. Thank you.